Stephen A. Smith then began to swiftly, and when I say swiftly, shut her down. And when he even finished explaining his first point, she then said to Sinead, she said, "Can you please explain what I just said to him in woman talk?" Essentially saying that he doesn't have the comprehension to understand what a woman is saying, right? Just once again, trying to show this guy up on his own show. So for those of you who didn't hear this exchange, I want to play for you now, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what these guys had to say here.
Let me throw out these numbers to you, Janae. Caitlin Clark last year made $76,535 in the first year of her contract.
Wait, say that again. How much?
$76,535. Obviously, she made considerably more off the court. But this is on the court. Her WNBA obligation.
Yeah, I'm listening.
WNBA Players Association chose to opt out of their current collective bargaining agreement at the end of the 2025 season. Lottery picks in 2025 will make $78,831 in their first season, $348,198 over the course of their 4-year deal. But once the new CBA is scheduled to kick in 2026, there's exponentially more dollars projected to be available to her. So she could, as Shannon pointed out, be looking to go back to college with an NIL deal that's going to get her more money, wait to go into the WNBA draft, and position herself to sign for exponentially more than she would be able to if she entered this WNBA draft.
I appreciate those numbers. They're illuminating. What I want to know is the percentage based on the league's revenue. That's what we need to get. I'd like to know the comparison between the NBA, what they're bringing in, and the players.
Let me tell you why
that
the comparison
percentage versus the WNBA, the league's taking in.
Let me tell y'all why. Hold on, Jen. I'm going to come to you. Let me tell y'all why y'all need to stop that. We're going to be honest on this show.
Why?
The fact of the matter is, stop comparing yourself to the NBA because the NBA makes exponentially more. So because it was a combination of two things. Number one is the money that they make. And number two is the position that you're in from a collective bargaining perspective to ask yourself how much credit do you deserve. The product for the WNBA has been fabulous. It's been absolutely outstanding. I'm not trying to compromise or throw any shade on that whatsoever. But for years, what the WNBA has proclaimed is that there's a lot of things that we were doing that was losing us money. And so now that we're making a little bit of money, all of a sudden, we're not going to be in a position as of yet to give you that. That's not an argument I'm buying. They need to go and get it. But until you do, there's going to be more Olivia Miles.
I mean this with all due respect, Stephen A. Chiney, I need you to woman-splain to him, please, what I was trying to say right there.
Yeah, first of all, Stephen A., money matters, and I totally understand that, but it's not everything when it comes to players' decision-making. And when you're talking about Notre Dame, why would they not be able to retain Olivia Miles? A lot of it is a basketball argument. She wants to go and be a primary option, and she can also make money elsewhere. So it's a two-part type of answer, not just, oh, they should be able to throw as much money and cash at her so she stays. That's not how it works. You see other people leave the transfer portal, enter the transfer portal because they want to have the opportunity to be the alpha, to be the top dog, especially. And then also when it comes to the W, I think some of these arguments are a little played out with like, oh, well, the W's not making money or these players aren't making enough. Here's Caitlin Clark's salary when it comes to X, Y, or Z. To me, what we should be focusing on is what you listed at the end. The CBA, because there's going to be an opportunity. It's not just Olivia Miles that's making this decision because she's going to make more. If you look at most of the players in the current WNBA, their contracts, they're mostly on one-year deals because they all want to tap into the CBA money. So I think it's two-part.
All right, hold on. Number one, it is two-part. I was getting on you for only mentioning the one part. I wasn't saying that you were wrong for mentioning the one part. I was saying there was another part to it, so since you didn't mention it, I added it. That's number one. Number two, I'm not against the WNBA players. I think they should get paid. I want them to get paid. But you know good and damn well, when that collective bargaining negotiation comes up, that tired old argument that you just alluded to is exactly what they're going to bring to the negotiating table.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
When you're negotiating?
Yeah, when they're negotiating, they're looking at the revenue metrics, they're looking at the viewership, they're looking at the attendance, they're looking at the merchandising, and they want to collaborate with the league. And the reason why I know this is I used to be on the WNBA Players Association, and my sister's the president. So, I know what their vision is. They're not using those tired or old arguments. They want to work hand in hand with the league so that they can continue to grow.
Got it. Appreciate your sister being in that position. Appreciate you knowing what you're knowing. I'm just some old dude that's been covering collective bargaining negotiations for 30 years, and I have never been a part of the negotiation, Shannon, ever in my life, nor have I seen a negotiation ever in my life when somebody comes to the negotiating table asking for what they believe that they deserve, and the other side, as reprehensible, as foolish, as non-substantive as that argument may be, will not try to throw something into the negotiations to justify not giving you what you deserve.
Correct.
That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, they're gonna
I've never
push
been a
back.
part of a negotiation that was different, ever.
But I have, and they're
Really?
gonna push back. Yeah, I mean, I was on the executive committee. I was vice president of the WNBA while I was in the league.
No, I'm saying, really, you've been a part of the negotiation where somebody just said to you, "You're absolutely right. We think you deserve what you're asking for."
No. It's a give and take. We all know
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
But I
So you heard what was said there. First of all, I gotta say this: as somebody that was watching that, it was really cringy. Listening to Molly, there, it just was cringy. I'm like, why are you saying this in the way that you're saying it? It just was cringy to me. Maybe I'm the only one. Maybe some people loved it. To me, it was just really cringy. Number one. Number two, this isn't the first time this subject has been broached. I remember the time when I think it was Lisa Leslie who brought it up, I think on The Shop, and Draymond Green shut her down immediately. Essentially, what Draymond was saying is like the NBA subsidizes the WNBA. We already do enough, right? So why are you looking at our situation here, number one? Number two, NBA players generate a lot of money for their league. So they have a lot more bargaining power. You can't compare WNBA revenue to NBA revenue. The NBA just signed a $77 billion 10-year deal, 11-year deal. You can't compare the two. So to say, why aren't we getting similar cuts? You can't compare because what they generate is way greater, number one. Number two, why are you even looking at them when you know that the NBA subsidizes the WNBA? And then trying to play this thing of, oh, it's unfair to us. What are you even talking about?